Hi there guys, JojoPet here, and today we're playing some more Skylanders Superchargers. This time around we're going to be looking at Splat and showing you what her top and bottom paths are. This is the Power Blue Splat, which is the Autism Awareness special variant that hits stores tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and let's show the powers real quick. I've got no multipliers or anything, but I am level 12, so keep that in mind on the energy. But for attacks, she hits for 10 to 30 and then 40, and then she'll crit for 60. In the secondary attack, she just shoots these paintballs and they hit for 16 and they crit for 24. So let's go ahead and start upgrading. So the first upgrade is called Have an Inkling. That's why to send an Inkling charging forward, leaving damaging ink pools behind and hitting enemies on the way. Alright, so now we have a whole new attack. This is the third attack, which is the Inkling one. So see, it leaves like a path right here, and if something hits that, it hits for 5 right now, and it crits for 8. But otherwise, it hits for 21, and then has an after effect of 5. It looks like because of the path, but there was a crit for like 31, I think. All right, the next upgrade is called Die Hard. Melee attacks do more damage to enemies. The sparkly bits make it hurt more. We're in for 13 and then 37, and we're getting 50 instead of 40. Alright, so the next upgrade is called Broad Strokes. Press B to fling an even larger explosive ink blob at enemies. So now these are hitting for 20 and critting for 30 instead of what they were getting before. It's just a little bit of a damage increase, not much. Alright, the next upgrade is called Scapegoat. Press Y to summon a more powerful Inkling that leaves behind longer lasting ink pools. So the initial hit is now 27, and the secondary, the path here, is hitting for 8. I think it's hitting for 5 before. Alright, and her Soul Gem ability is called Bringing the Stain. Enemies hit with ink attacks are now slowed. That's what it normally moves like. Right there, and then after I hit him with the paint, see how slow he goes? Alright, so the top path is called Prolific Painter. Creates ink pools and more powerful ink creatures with this path. Or the bottom path is called Abstract Designer. Brush up on your doodling skills to make your Inklings even more powerful. We'll do the bottom path first on this one. Alright, so the first upgrade for this path is called Running Colors. Inkling creatures now charge a further distance to hit enemies. Alright, so with that upgrade I can now hit them from way back here. You see the dummy there. And it still hits for 27, and now it hits for 10 on the path. That's an upgrade from the 8. And originally it was 5, so it's a big, big number. It's double of what it used to be when we first started out. Alright, the next upgrade is called Stroke of Genius. Inklings and ink pools left behind by the Inklings will now explode. Alright, so the Inklings now explode, and so do the paths. So initially when it hits, it used to just hit for 27, now it hits for 27 twice. The initial impact and then the secondary impact it looked like. And then the path there hits for 10 still, but then when it explodes, it hits for 16 and crit for, it looks like, a 24. Final upgrade for this path is called Graffiti Gruff. Hold Y even longer and release to draw a huge Inkling that will trample enemies in front of you. Alright, so with this upgrade, we can hold down Y. It sends out the first one, but you just hold it down, see it starts to brush back and forth, and then you release it. And that dude hits for 80, and it keeps on going. And it still does the 10 and the 16. Alright, so now we're going to do the top path. And the top path is called Prolific Painter. And the first upgrade for this path is called Wet Paint. Hold B and release to throw a huge explosive ink blob that will leave a pool of damaging ink on the ground. Alright, so we can still throw these, and they hit for 20. But if you hold down B after you throw the first one, so throw this big one, and it hits for 25. And has after effect of 10 on anything that hits it. And the next one's called Canvas the Area. Ink pools created by wet paint are now larger. So now the area is going to be larger, and the crit is for 15, the regular is 10, but it has a bigger radius. And the last upgrade is called Shades of Pain. Hold B and release to throw a huge explosive ink blob that will create a large angry ink monster that attacks the nearby enemies. Alright, so let's try that real quick. Holding it down, let it go. Alright, so when he attacks, he hits for 15, and it does it for about 4 hits and then goes away. So 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, hits for 5 hits and goes away. Alright guys, that's it for the upgrade pass for Splat. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Make sure you smash that like button if you liked it. I personally preferred the bottom path, but it's up to you however you play. Make sure to stay tuned for more gameplay on the channel. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Skizzle!